So what I'd like to do is just kind of briefly go over the homepage of the website. You'll find a lot of information that's very useful here. And I won't go into a lot of detail for that because I want to keep to our time and be done by 1. And I really just want to show you more about the member portal and the electronic things that you can do. But essentially, this is the homepage, business directory, information about the coronavirus and the local restaurants. These are both important places for you guys to go for updates regarding the coronavirus. This is going to be a little bit more business related, loan related, health related as far as this page. The other page will be more about community outreach. So anything that has to do with people needing help or offering help or any kind of local specials. That's kind of what that page will be about. But we do update this daily and our Facebook page daily as well. And speaking of that, I wanted to, actually I meant to ask you guys to like our Facebook page while you're on the call if you can, or afterwards, whatever's easier, because we have about 2,500 followers right now, and we're hoping to, of course, increase that. We do have the Golf League coming up. We have a gift exchange. We also have the Crystal Lake community guide that the chamber offers once a year. This is our magazine that we both have digitally and printed. And then that was a program, I Love Local program, that we were running as well. You'll notice that the upcoming events are all here on the scrolling calendar, and the new members, there are Jeff, ex-Caltech. And then this is more information about how to reach us. The news and events, that is probably the most widely used section of the website because it's the event calendar. So that is where a lot of people will go to look at what's coming up and plan their next few weeks. Okay, so anytime you guys want to get to the homepage, you can always click on the tree. And so the business directory, this is, I'm going to go into how you set that up a little bit later, but this is how the website works. It's kind of like a little Google search engine. So when you click on this, you can search by keyword and search by category. So I won't get involved with that because I'm going to show you that a little bit later, but this is when I tell you about the keywords that you enter and why they're so important. It's because this is how a lot of people will find your business. We get about 10,000 unique hits per month to our website. So this is huge right here. You can search by category or you can search by keyword. Okay, so enter any keywords you can think of, even misspelled words, words that people will use with doing a Google search. Just type in when you set up the back end of the member portal. Okay, here's quick links. Okay, so that's pretty much that. And then news and events, we showed you a little bit about that, but that's mainly the calendar and then any events that we have coming up. The leadership, these are all of our leadership tables and also our networking groups. Well, again, we won't go into too much detail about those, but I do want to strongly encourage that you guys will get involved with the networking groups because they still are meeting. They're just doing it in a virtual format. So all of these groups are meeting, the Women Empowering Women. We have our next virtual meeting on, I believe it's May 5th. It's always the first Tuesday of the month. And then President's Council, I think they had a virtual meeting today. Then Young Professionals had a virtual Yahtzee game last night. So we're still here. We're still doing everything we always do, but just in a virtual format. Member benefits, we'll go over this really briefly. Professional development, the magazine I had mentioned. Enhanced membership, that's a really good affordable way to kind of make your name pop, and I'll show what that looks like later. Discount drug program, governmental affairs, and member spotlight. These are free spotlights that we offer once a week, and those are always free. So we have just been randomly choosing them. So hopefully you guys will be spotlight very soon. Members login, which is what we'll do in a second. And then about Crystal Lake, just a little bit more information about Crystal Lake. So let's get, and Nick and I are both going to be watching the chat box. So Nick is going to be watching a little bit more than I do. So Nick, just, say if anyone has a question, please jump in. Please feel free to ask questions or stop me if it's confusing. Okay.
Sure thing.
The members only. So this is where you guys are going to go. You have all received both your username and your passwords in the past. But I will resend those to you. One of us will resend those to you by probably mid next week, and we can make sure that you have the credentials that you need. So I'm just going to enter ours, and then the password, we can't see the password. So if you don't know what it is and you log in, you can reset it yourself at any time. Does anyone have any questions before I get started? No? Okay. I can't see you guys, so it's kind of weird. There you go. Hi, Joe. Oh, hey. All right. So we're going to go to the member portal home is where we are. Change username, password. That's something you guys can do if you need to. We don't really utilize surveys that much right now. Press releases, you can submit press releases through the system, but this is more for strict press releases. You guys probably will utilize the submit an event a little bit more. You can pay your bills through the member portal home, and the profile update is probably the really important piece that we'll just dive right in and show you exactly how to load information and update your profiles. Okay, so what you'll do is you'll go to edit my profile, and this is where for the new members, you'll go in and enter all of your new information. Obviously, all of the employees, general information, everything goes here. Our website's a little bit old school, so you'll always need to save and keep working or save and submit. It will not remember anything that you entered, which is kind of a bummer. So edit profiles, you can edit all of the employees. And then adding new profiles is also important too, because that will get you to the super important screens of not only the general information, additional addresses, and phones, but email addresses, directory listing, and social media. So this is the piece that's really important right here. The directory listing is what I had just showed you guys a few minutes ago when you're going to do a search, and the keywords. Again, you have to add, it's a little, you have to click around a little bit. So the categories, each company can be in up to 5 categories. Okay, so it's important for you guys to add as many categories as you can. And this is exactly where you would add it, is here. And then the description, that is a longer description of your company and your services. And then you can also have a short description. So we give you an opportunity to have both. And then the keywords, this is what the website will use to find you. So when people go onto our website and search, these are the keywords that I was telling you guys were so important. Put anything. I mean, put the random, like I said, misspelled. I don't know if there's competitors, keywords that people often think you are called something else. You can put it in here too. This can be anything. Okay, so put anything you can in there, and then definitely save and submit for sure.
Limit on how many keywords you can have?
I think it's about 300. So I think there's plenty of opportunities for keywords. I know this description obviously will have the max 250 characters, but I think the long description here, I don't think that there's really a limit, but people typically just write 1 or 2 paragraphs about their business. I do see a question here. Should we enter our names as keywords? You can, yeah, if that's what helps your business get found, absolutely. Yep. Any other questions? No, I don't see anything else. Okay, so that is a really important piece because that's how you're found on our website. And also, I typically would show you the community guide printed magazine, but I don't, obviously not in person. So this is the same exact way that you're listed in the community guide, which is printed once a year. So again, these categories and the keywords are definitely going to be very important, and make sure you utilize all 5 categories, because that means you'll show up 5 times on the website and 5 times in the community guide. Okay. Any other questions before I move on? No? Okay. Social media. So this is where you can add all of your social media URLs and information. So please take advantage of that. This is critical right now. I mean, it's always been important, but I think it's even more important now. Saving and submitting, definitely do that before you move on. And then here you can also view invoices for each person. All right, if nobody has any questions about that, we can move on to adding a coupon. This is for the companies that, I mean, really, it's for any company now. I've seen it utilized mainly for retail places. But I think now it's even more important that everybody consider using this. This is, again, a free benefit where you can have these coupons, and we're calling them coupons and extreme deals, advertised to all of our membership. Okay, so you can put the title, you can put a long description, coupon type. So this is where you would save all that information. I think it's just going to be a form. If you go to new coupon, it'll be just a form that you'll have to click through and enter all the information. And again, the save at the end, always do that. So that's for any specials you guys are running. You can do that at any time. Okay. Referral report. This is a report that you kind of see visually how what your activity is for your business, and especially if you guys ever do any advertising in the future. This will be important for you and for us to see how your advertising is performing. This is just some of the numbers from the chamber, but this is referrals per month and then referrals per type. So here you'll notice this big giant green box is for the banner ads, and those are the ads where if you go to the home page, it's those scrolling ads at the bottom. So those obviously rotate. So they do have a lot more activity, and they are seen by a lot more people because they're constantly rotating. Directory display, all this other stuff. This will be important too for the Facebook and the LinkedIn and the Twitter and YouTube numbers, just to see how those are performing. And Nick's actually going to look into that because we feel like there's some setting that's a little bit goofy on ours because we do have a lot of Facebook followers and it's not really resonating right now. But this system has been revamped just recently, so we are working on that. Does anyone have any questions about anything so far? Let me see how you. No? Okay. All right. So media update. This is, again, an opportunity for you guys to definitely stand out from all the other listings that will be on the same page as you. And again, I'll kind of show you what that looks like in a minute because I want to have you guys understand kind of, it doesn't take that long to do this and it's not challenging. It's just sitting down and actually taking the time to put all the information in there. You can put your logo, you can put up to 10 photos. This is huge. If you can embed a video, that would be great because that'll definitely make you stand out as well. And then save changes. I want to show you guys, and again, Nick, do we have any, remember we were talking about the logo? Did you guys work on changing the size for the logo?
No, I wasn't able to go in and adjust that.
Okay, so if you guys have problems with uploading your logo, let us know because we're going to be working on possibly increasing the size of the logo so that more people can upload. I haven't had many people had problems so far, but someone last week had mentioned that. Okay, does anyone have any questions about the media update? No? Okay. So what I want to do first before we do an event, because that's going to lead us into a different section of the website, is I want to show you what it looks like when you guys do enter all this information and why it matters. So there's a couple, I'm just going to go back to the home page because that way it'll be easier for you guys to see what it looks like when just a potential customer will try to find you. So we're going to go to, let's just say lawn services. And again, you can use the quick links on the search page, but let's just go to lawn. And this is going to pull up all of the lawn service members that we have. Okay, so great, all the information, learn more, show and map, all this good stuff. And then look how much this company stands out. They entered everything they possibly could. They have an enhanced membership. They're a platinum member. So they have a nice box, and they have the short description. They have the learn more, visit site, show on map, and they have everything entered. And they have a video too, which I think is huge, because I think videos, for any of you guys who have dealt with any of the social media stuff, it's definitely videos are the medium that people are watching, and they do get a lot better response. So if you have videos, it could be corporate videos that your parent company has done, or just little videos you guys have done on your phone. They're all great. So definitely upload any of the videos that you can that pertain to your business. And all the changes that you'll enter, it does take us a couple days to approve them. So just keep in mind that all the things you enter will not be immediately seen on the website. So I wanted to show you that example, and then also let's do another one for, let's see, I'm going to show you guys search by category. Okay. Okay, so this is another example of, they're all fine, they're great, but look at this. I mean, that really stands out. And again, all they do happen to have an enhanced, basically they have a video package, and it's a very affordable one. It's called an enhanced web package, and it's $250 to do that one. So it's a good value, but it's also super important, I think, even more so now, because it helps you stand out, but also helps you be found just with all the virtual channels that people are using more now than they have in the past. So this is an example of how they took advantage of that, and then they have their nice video right here as well. Okay. All right, so moving on, do we have, let's go back out this way, go back to the home. Okay, so that is kind of the gist of all the back end information that you can enter that will help you be found. And I want to show you a little bit of information about how the calendar works and why there's two different calendars listed. So in the past, we've had the chamber events and then the community events. And in the past, they were two different calendars. But what's nice is the update that we had done recently is now they're combined. So you're going to see everything on these calendars: the community, chamber, all the ribbon cuttings, the mixers, multi-chamber, and meetings. So you guys can just filter this. If you don't want to see the ribbon cuttings, obviously currently they're not happening, so you can take those out. Mixers aren't happening. Multi-chambers aren't happening. So we still do have a lot of things going on. What we're going to be adding is all the virtual networking that's going on, because right now it's not listed on our calendar, but just so you know, all of those groups, those networking groups are still meeting. And again, like I said earlier, I definitely encourage you to take advantage of meeting them virtually as many times as you can. Check out each group at least twice, because you'll want to make sure that they're a good fit for your personality, but also a good fit for your schedule. And your schedule might be different now than it might be in the future. So maybe you can meet with a group that you normally wouldn't be able to meet with. So that is the news, the calendars, and the events pages. The events, I do want to let you know, again, most of the events that we've had are either being postponed or offered virtually. Some of the events that we have coming up that are, again, the virtual is going to be, I mentioned the Women Empowering Women, but also the Out to Lunch. That's going to be a really casual out to lunch thing where we'll all just bring our lunches to our computers and sit down and have lunch together. And the topic will be just how have you guys been coping during the coronavirus, and how are you guys pivoting as far as changing things and making sure that you are still able to connect to your audiences? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just making sure. Oh, there was a couple things. So when I first emailed you guys, there was a few attachments that I sent, and hopefully you received them. But if you didn't, again, let me know because I can resend them. Some of the other benefits that we have, not only all of the member portal benefits and all of the connecting that we can definitely do, but you would have also received a flyer about a texting program, and we do use the texting program to remind people about the events that are coming up, the virtual ones and other things. We try not to blow up your phones with too many texts, but we do use that as much as we can to help people remember to attend things. Make sure that you're signed up because it is a program that we started probably 6 months ago. So it's a fairly new program. And what you'll need to do is I can resend all of you guys those attachments again. So it's going to be the texting program, and you do need to send the initial text and then say yes. So there'll be probably 2 texts you'll need to send before it'll actually recognize that you want the text, and you can unsubscribe at any time. So you're not locked into anything. It's just to help us remind people about events. So I'll send that out again. The free banner program, and that is a great program we have through Fast Signs of Crystal Lake, where we have a partnership with them where they will give complimentary banner ads or banners to members of the Crystal Lake Chamber. Again, you would have received that in that initial email. So, if you didn't get that, I can send that out to you again as well. And then I will probably automatically, because I know, Michelle, this information might not be something you've received recently, right? I mean,
No, I haven't. No.
Perfect. Then I'll just resend to everybody there'll be 3 attachments. There'll be a cheat sheet for doing the member portal and adding the information, do all those, for the media and the social media and all that profile updates. There'll be the Fast Signs information on getting that free banner. And then there'll also be the texting attachment. Okay, so hopefully that will help you guys kind of get started immediately with taking advantage of some of those things. And what else? The referral. And then I think it's just to make sure that, you take advantage of all of those things that are at your disposal. It definitely is a partnership for sure. We have the structure and the framework here for you guys to use, but it definitely, I think you guys probably already can tell that the more you put into it, literally the more data you give us, the better your results will be. So it definitely is a partnership. We hope that you guys will, lean on us for any support that you need or any help that we can provide. We are reaching out to all the community, not just the members of the Crystal Lake Chamber, but everybody. We're trying to help the entire community right now. So if you need any help with anything, let us know. If you're offering help, let us know that too. We, like I said, on the homepage, we're sharing those information between the coronavirus updates and also the community outreach. Restaurants, if you guys have any connections with restaurants that might not be listed on our list, let us know that too. Because we're definitely here to support you, here to make sure that you guys are found and that you can, continue with your business as normally as possible through these times. I just want to say thanks very much for attending, and I appreciate your time. And like I said, we'll probably be doing this once a week during the shutdown, and I might expand it in the future to do more things, but I'm trying to be very careful with time and just focus on the immediate things that you guys can do quickly, you can do easily, and you'll see a direct, immediate impact, once we approve them. So within a day or two, you'll see an immediate impact on the website and the search options.